I mean, it's too difficult to talk after all this beautiful vibration came out. I don't know how to thank everyone. I'm really overjoyed. In Sahaja Yoga, I heard from the beginning that when we get our self-realization, that Swadhisthana is opening and you become a creative person. So it seems it's true. But in my Sahaja life, I tried very hard to do something, to play some instrument or do something artistic. But it didn't work for me. But then I heard talk of Shri Mataji, that she was saying one of the best creation is to give self-realization. And I was happy. So it happened somehow. I kind of studied in Italy. I got my doctorate of architect, and somehow the story of my realization and until now is very long. I don't want to take your time. I try to make it short. So everybody can hear. So it was 1982. I was in London, and that was also a long story that I was in London because Shri Mataji was there, and everything worked out that I find a job there, in the best place of London, next to this Hampstead Hall. Just 5 minutes from that hall was my house. Somehow, for many, many years, I was seeking, going from one country to another country, from one book to another book, from one person to another person. But I didn't find. I was feeling something is missing because all these promises was there that the God created human beings and in His image. This human being is the highest, this human being is this, is that. For 20 years I went half of the world, I didn't find anybody. Everybody had problem, maybe somebody a little bit more, somebody a little less. Then for a couple of years I was working in London. That one day I was so thirst of worshipping divine. So after work I used to go to this park behind my house, walking and complaining to divine, what can I do? I mean, I don't know what to do more. I mean, something is missing. Where are all those promises? I didn't find anybody, and I'm not there, definitely. So one day while I was walking, I heard a voice telling me the thing you're searching is inside you, it's not outside. I just in that moment couldn't move. I looked around of me, nobody was there. So my God, where is this sound? But I was so happy because I said to myself, if it's inside me, I find it, because I'm tired of searching outside. Somehow I went to the library, I got all the sacred books, and for a couple of months I was in this situation. And one day I was so thirsty of worshiping God, and I was feeling lonely. I said, where I go? I know the church is not the right place, the mosque is not, but where to go? I don't know any other place. So I said, okay, I'm going to church. I go one church, door is closed. The second church, the door is closed. The third church, the door is closed. So God, I see all my life, these doors are open, now it's all closed. So you don't want I go there, okay? And I come home, in front of my house there was this Indian supermarket, and for a couple of years I was going shopping there and was friends with the owner. So as soon as I put my feet in the shop, I see a small picture of Shri Mataji in the wall. Now you see, for 2 years I was suffering there. She wouldn't allow me to look the photo because I was not ready. For each and every human being, there is a time, evolutionary time. Like the bird, first put the egg and then the mom sit for 21 days until the chick is ready. If it's 20 days, still something is missing. If it's 18 days, still more missing. So somehow my time was ready, so this owner of the shop, I asked, who is she? She said, oh, next to your house there is this Hampstead Hall, every Thursday they have program. If you want, I take you there. I said, of course, let's go. That was it. I went there, and when I heard the introduction of Sahaja Yoga, I was so happy. I was feeling, oh, these are the things that I was searching all these years. And then they put the talk of Shri Mataji. This talk was like my cells of my brain was rusted. And her talk was just enlightened these cells in my brain. I was so happy, so joyful. So every day I used to go first person, sit next to the cassette player and listen to the talk and try to absorb few sentences of her and practice. For example, the beginning, one of the talk was saying, okay, you have to practice this thoughtless awareness. Go watch the tree, see for how long you can watch the tree without thinking. I was doing. I was in the bus, I used to just watch something without reaction. I was practicing a lot. Then every time the Sahaja Yogis used to work on me, and do you feel this cool breeze? I said, what do you want? What is this cool breeze? I'm so happy. After 20 years, I found what I was searching. I didn't put even my attention if I feel it. I said, no, but I'm very happy. 3 months, I'm going first person, sitting there, listening to the talk. And they come and work and feeling cool breeze. I was saying no. Then one time I came from the center home, I had my dinner, it was at 10:30, 11, I went to sleep. As soon as I put my head down, I felt like a small drop of cold water here. My eyes is closed and I'm laying down in bed, and just I can feel my thought process was stopped and my body got more hot, and this coolness was like a heartbeat, come down, come down, come down, and my attention is fixed here to what's happening. I just was feeling more relaxed, more kind of, my attention was focused there. So very gently, very slowly, this heartbeat, this coolness came, all my sahasrara was cool, and looks like I can see through it. Then little came down, all my head was so cool, but the rest of the body was very hot. And then I couldn't feel the weight of my body. It was such a state, it's difficult to describe. I didn't want to move 1 inch, anything. I was just laying down watching. Anyway, this coolness came down. As soon as it reached to my heart, suddenly if you put the TV on, the image comes. I see my heart in palm of both hands. said, oh my God, eyes is closed, I can see such a heart is full of light, and I can see all the veins, everything, and palpitating, so nice. So, oh my God, this is my heart. Then I said, let's see if it's my heart. The beating is the same. So I listened to my heart, and I said, oh, it's the same. So this coolness stayed a long time in my heart. And when it came out of my heart, the heart got cooled down. Then this image went away. And came down till my toes. All my body was cool. I didn't feel the weight of my body, anything. It was getting better and better and better. Then when my body was cool, then 7 chakras start palpitating. Boom, 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 boom. Getting out more heat. I could feel exactly where are the chakras. And this was going on and on and on, and was feeling better and better and lighter. Then after some time I opened one eye. I saw from the window there is sunlight. I said, no. I opened my eyes, look at the watch. It was 3 o'clock the day after. I said, no, it's not possible. It's just 10 minutes I'm here. I'm not hungry, I'm not thirsty, I'm not sleepy. It was just like really, like second birth. I was feeling so a newborn baby. I was saying, where are my thoughts, where are my worries, where are my fears? All those things was bothering me, nothing at all. Just bubbling with the joy, and all these 7 chakras was palpitating for 3-4 days. I was in that state. Then somehow I had lots of headache is gone, everything gone, all those thoughts gone. Really, I felt newborn baby. And then I told Srimataji somehow, please, I know everybody needs this, because I was searching, traveling like mad. Oh, I have to do architecture, I have to go behind this, because everybody needed it. Somehow it happened that from London I came back to Italy because I knew many people. So I started talking, and kind of I came to know about Collective of Rome. Then the leader of Rome told, oh, you have to come with us. We are going to open ashram and a school, because Sri Mataji wanted a school for little children. Anyway, it looks like I signed a contract with Sri Mataji that, okay, I'm doing Sahaja job, and somehow my family, my work, my financial, somehow I leave it to you. Somehow it worked out. I always had this business card in my pocket, so wherever I went, I just give this business card. And at the beginning, when Sri Mataji used to come to Italy, I was a driver. So Sri Mataji is coming tomorrow, and I told myself, and I was quite new, I said, I'm going to buy a suit and then go to the airport with a new suit nicely. Then I went to a road full of shops, from one shop to another one, from that one, it's not my size, I don't like it. From a couple of hours, I couldn't find any. And then it was 8 o'clock in the night, I hear they're closing the shops. It's dark. So I said, maybe Sri Mataji doesn't want to buy a suit. I come back towards my car. So I reach to my car, I see a plastic bag in the door of the car, driving side. I said, maybe somebody forget about this bag is here. So I wait, I said, maybe somebody come. 10 minutes I wait, and nearly nobody was in the road and it was dark. Then I went there, I looked, it was a bit dark, I see some clothes, something. I still wait 5 minutes more, nobody came, so I put in the car, I came home, I see 3 suits, my size, in different different color, and usually my legs is too short, so I have to make it shorter. But this was just right. So I was so happy somehow. Then Shri Mataji, other than the school, she wanted we go to different country because in that time, 35, 6 years ago, many countries in Europe, they didn't know about Sahaja Yoga. So Shri Mataji wanted that we go do some program for 1 year, establish some people, some yogis, and then call her for program. So we used to travel. I used to buy a new car in 2 years, 3 years, 200,000 kilometers. We used to run with this car. We used to go from Italy, from north to south, and then go to Finland, Germany, to Greece, Turkey, many countries. So lots of miracles, stories are there, I don't know what to say. Then somehow my age was getting on, most of the people were asking, so how are you doing when you are in pension? Because you're not working. Who is giving you pension? I said, I don't know, something will happen. So, exactly. I was living in Los Angeles. And for 12 years I was there. I did a lot of program for Iranian because one day Shri Mataji called me and said, I want to talk to you about Iranian. So I went and she thought that these Iranian are very dharmic people. They have very open-hearted, very nice people. So we have to try to save as much as possible. So I said, Shri Mataji, I promise you I will do whatever I can do. Then in Iran, 4 years I used to go, and somehow Sahaja Yoga started there, and many cities also. And the next was in America. So after the talk of Shri Mataji, so I used to go to Los Angeles and stay there for 3 months because I couldn't stay more. Then do program, and then come back 2 or 3 weeks. I used to live in Cabela, and then again go do program for a couple of years. Then one time the immigration stopped me. I knew somehow. They're thinking for 2 years, what am I doing there? So they keep me in one place. This is very important because I had so many miracle stories that show me really what does it mean surrendering. Because we say we are surrendered, but in reality we are not. So sitting there, I arrive at 6 o'clock, now it's 10 o'clock in the night, they don't tell me anything, and my desire is there. Why they don't let me go? Mataji, still I'm not surrendered. Then it was 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, then I kind of heard that they want to send me back to Italy. Then 1 o'clock I said, okay, let me meditate. And that environment, vibration of this immigration place, Kundalini came out, and I was very nice, thoughtless. For one moment, this thought came somehow, if they want to send me back, it's okay. Because Shri Mataji is in Cabela, my home is there, so If I go to America, it's kind of work. You have to go flyer, shops, this, that. It's okay. For one moment, I really was surrender. I said, okay, if here is okay, if they want to send you back, okay. Now you see the play of divine. Every single thing happened for us. There is a play, there is examination, there is a teaching of her. So I open my eyes, I see this police officer, African police officer sitting there. I just jumped to her, I said, you know, we are teaching meditation and this meditation brings you to thoughtless awareness. She said, what? Thoughtless awareness? How? I'm getting crazy. There are so many thoughts in my head, I don't know what to do. I said, okay. So sit down and open your hand. All those people, police officers are watching what we're doing here. So I work on her, I saw IKEA is really close. So work on IKEA, when IKEA is open, I can feel she just cannot open her eyes. I said, okay, stay like that. In the meantime, two other police officers came, I gave them some realization. After 20 minutes, she opened her eyes. She said, what did you do? There's no thought. What can I do? I said, yeah, our business card, you go there. They teach you everything. Then she said, what about you? Why you are here? I said, that's why I'm here. I'm coming here to give this self-realization. I don't know what they're thinking. I said, okay, I'll wait. So she went there, she come back after 5 minutes. She said, I'm so sorry from the whole immigration department, from all police officers. They did wrong. Now what you want? You want car, you want telephone, whatever you want. So, you see, it's really surrendering means that you are walking in the edge of the knife. Here, okay. Usually we are not. I mean, few things like this happen, then kind of, I got really what is surrendering. So during all these years of my Sahaja life, really I never decide anymore because I know what's happening. So whatever is happening, whatever is my desire, I just leave it there and see how the sign is coming. I see if it has to happen somehow, you see everything work out so quickly, and if she doesn't want, then you see problem here, problem there. So you learn this language of divine. So when I was 65 years, I was stay in Los Angeles, but really I wanted to go back to Italy, but I never decided. I could go, but I was waiting for some sign. 2 years, 2 times I came to Italy, I said, Mataji, do something, but nothing happened. Went back. Exactly when I was 65 years, I came back to Italy. Somehow, miracle happened. We got a house in Capella, because still this house I didn't see. So somebody was talking and my Kundalini came out. Then I said, okay, this is mine. Then they told me, okay, the government of Italy also give you pension. I said, but I never worked, I didn't pay any penny tax, anything. I said, no, you go. Somehow I went there and the person was there, somehow did everything for me. I didn't feel even one word. I don't know. It was the angel who was somehow. Then after that, from Germany also they wrote me, okay, we want to give you pension. So I want to tell you, in Sahaja Yoga also there is pension. They give. We are in Italy, very happy now. I had a very nice experience recently. I want to share with you. Because during all these years, I don't know how many public programs, I don't know how many thousand realizations I gave. So whenever I used to do program, so whenever I talk about chakras, so I have physical experience that I know what are the chakras. Whenever I talk about Kundalini, I know where is Kundalini, what's happening. I have physical experience. For example, now getting old in the morning, getting up, as he was writing some poem about the elderly people. The back pain is, the bones is kind of traveling. I just sit there for meditation. Slowly you feel this Kundalini come like a mother. Massage you, massage you, massage you. Within 10 minutes, nothing. You are fresh. So, but whenever I talk at the spirit, I don't have a physical experience. For years I was praising Srimad. You're saying when the heart is open, when the spirit is shining, is like an ocean of joy. But joy I have, I mean everybody has, but the ocean of joy I never had. I didn't have physical experience from the heart. Recently, I was kind of, as usual, I study Mataji's talk, always. Since the first days, I used to listen, just take few sentences of her, repeat it until you get it. Then when it's there, then you can put it in the action. And I'm telling, wherever I go, I'm telling Sahaja Yogi, please, buy a book and buy a pen and buy another smaller booklet. When you listen to Shri Mataji's talk, as she said always, that you have to study my talk. It's not enough just listening, because you forget. And it's true, you forget. So now is New Year, I'm begging you, please, buy this booklet. Write the words which are touching you. I mean, she has so many, this collective consciousness. This is the message of Shri Mataji. It's collective consciousness. It's the time of collectivity, collective being. So about this collective being, she's saying so many things. For example, the thing that touched me years ago, and I start applying. For example, she said, okay, human beings are as a human beings. We think that we are all the same. But in reality, we are the same, look the same. We have 2 hands, 2 feet, 2 eyes. But from the consciousness, from awareness, we are not the same. We are in different parts of evolution. I mean, God never created 2 things the same. You don't find 2 leaves the same. You don't find 2 trees the same. You don't find 2 flowers the same. You don't find 2 fragrance of flower the same. How can she create the human beings the same idea? It's impossible. It's going to be boring. So, it's the story, I mean, I told many times, I'll tell it again. This is very significant. I mean, the story of our evolution happened like this. One fish came out of the ocean, became the turtle. So what is the difference between fish and turtle? God gives more dharma, more quality, more ability, more senses to the turtle. Didn't give to the fish. Because evolution is like that. So This turtle doesn't go to the ocean, criticize the fish. Oh, why you don't come with me? Oh, why you eating like that? Why you walking like that? No. Turtle knows that God gives to him to enjoy. Go in the sun and take some warmth of the sun, walk on the Mother Earth and breathe, and then go to the ocean. When second fish become the turtle become wild boar, still more awareness, more consciousness, more ability. So we become human beings. So we have to know we are not the same. We cannot sing the same. We must have different ideas. But the way I learn from Shri Mataji, we have to respect each other. Within ourselves, even somebody do something wrong, we know he's doing something wrong, but for me he's doing something wrong. But for him, his awareness is just like that. He thinks he's doing the best. That Taliban do all kinds of nonsense, he's doing the best. So I think, I'm telling wherever I go to public programs that if human beings in this time knows only that we are not the same, we cannot be the same. We must have different opinion because we are in different parts of the evolution. Just when you see somebody doing something wrong, just put yourself in thoughtless awareness. Because God, Shri Mataji, chosen us to become employees of divine. Means what? Means that we have to bring these new human beings, which is image of God. We cannot react like the normal human beings. That's what we are doing here. All of us, we know what is the quality of the spirit. So we know the spirit doesn't judge, doesn't criticize, doesn't tell bad words, doesn't do so many things. It's only pure love. And Shri Mataji gave us this pure love. So if we have to see why we are here, what is the purpose of Shri Mataji chosen us here. So we have to bring this new awareness and put it in the ether. Then she's happy because we are doing her job. She cannot do that. That's why she chosen us. We are the first line of those fishes become turtle. Now we are here to become this higher being. So the last thing I want to say is Shri Mataji want only one person become the image of God. Because like that fish, first fish become the turtle. So now God want one person become the image of God. Become that human being which is promised. So my desire is to be that one, become the image of God. And I'm doing whatever I can do. But unfortunately, I'm not able. I am paralyzed. Because I need the whole yogis, because Shri Mataji has chosen all these yogis. We help each other. This Sahaja Yogi is my eyes, the other one is my ear, the other one is my hand, the other one is my head, the other one is, we are all so much connected to each other. We need. I cannot reach there as long as I see this love is flowing. All these human beings, all these words are waiting for us. That from us this unity has to come out and goes all over, and then human beings can rise. That meditation, deep meditation I had suddenly my heart was kind of opening, and such a vibration was coming from the heart. This ocean of joy she was talking. She gave it to me. I cannot describe how it was, but like pouring, this joy was coming from her heart. I lost myself for a long time. So we have possibility. Shri Mataji herself went all over corners of the world for 40 years. She find all those first fishes, gathered them together like a mother, and for 40 years teach us, help us. 12 years go to Ganapati Pule, sitting in this Mother Earth to clear up Al Muladhara. At the time we didn't know, but now when I see, because we couldn't sit even more than 1 hour. So she did everything. She compute her work, she create these new turtles. She built the foundation of Sahaja Yoga. Now, this foundation is made, everybody knows, by iron. It's the most hard stuff. It doesn't look nice because it's the old bars, iron in different sizes. But at the end, what they do, they connect all to each other to hold the building. So she created this foundation. And we are there all over the world. So this little bar cannot say, okay, I'm not good, I'm little. No, it's you have to be there. Another iron is big one. That has to be there also. All together we are holding the divine kingdom. So we have to hold it. Sometimes it's hard, but this is what Sri Mataji has chosen us for this job. And then now, when the newcomers are coming, they are at top of the foundation. They are not hard, they are not iron. They are made of wood, made of gifts, made of so many other things. Because this house of divine has to look beautiful. But the foundation is not nice. So what I'm saying, my word is, somehow we need each other. I don't know, I bow to all of you. And I need you.